routing, wireless, voice networks, your cloud, the internet. There are complexities in these areas. If they were not complex, you probably wouldn't need a 500-page certification guide. But they are. So don't you want more help when you're trying to troubleshoot these areas? In the last video, we spoke about cloud agents, hundreds of agents around the world that you can configure to give you this outside in perspective, to show you what the experience is out to your applications from an internet user. However, they don't give you the information of what's happening inside your network on the private side of things, between two locations across an MPLS, between the data centers, or even within your private cloud. Those are things that an enterprise agent can help you with. You can install an enterprise agent on a virtual appliance, on a Cisco switch, a Docker container, even a Cisco router. You can have a separate appliance within your data center that can run an enterprise agent, perhaps an Intel NUC, even a Raspberry Pi. There are customers that utilize those. Now, these enterprise agents, they will give you the inside perspective of what's happening. Again, between locations, between different data centers, your crown jewels, those important applications that are accessed out on the internet. If you want to see what the experience is for the users that are sitting in your sites, an enterprise agent can help you there. We're going to take a look at an enterprise agent. I have one running here in the lab, a virtual appliance, and we're going to add that enterprise agent to an existing test out there on the dashboard. I love solutions that have good documentation. If you're a product manager somewhere of any solution in the world and you do not have good documentation, please find the light and fix it. Have good documentation for your users. Now, we don't have to worry about that with ThousandEyes. ThousandEyes has excellent documentation that will walk you through what you need to install any of these agents on-prem or in the cloud. It'll walk you through the steps. It'll tell you what licensing you need. It will give you all of that information. So as you can see here, I'm taking a look at the enterprise agent system requirements. I have an enterprise agent that's sitting in the lab. It's been installed in VMware, but it will walk you through all those steps. If you have a Catalyst switch out there that you want to install an agent on, you can do that. It'll walk you through the steps. Even a Meraki MX appliance, you can install an agent now. It will walk you through those steps. The installation was easy for VMware, grabbing the OVA, installing it, making sure I have the adequate space and memory, taking the token from ThousandEyes and making sure that the agent can talk to the dashboard in ThousandEyes. That's really it. It was very simple. I have it here up and running in VMware. It was connected to DHCP, grabbed an IP address, and that was it. Now, as you can see there, it tells you what the default password is for the appliance. Free advice for everybody. Change your default password. No matter whether you're at home or in enterprise and production, you should always change your default password. For whatever solution, for whatever gear it is, change the default password. Free advice. Let's log into the agent. There's really not much to do once the agent's up and running. It's connected to ThousandEyes. You can add it to the tests within the ThousandEyes dashboard. That's really it. But I'd like to log in. Just make sure everything is looking good from an agent perspective. You can see here my lights are green. Everything looks good. The agent has communication out through the internet to ThousandEyes. And again, it's running the ATP. I don't have to touch it. The agent is there. So same thing. If you set up an agent on a switch, if you set up an agent on an MX, on a router, it's there. It's talking to ThousandEyes. You can add it to the tests, whatever tests you need to add it to. We'll head over to ThousandEyes. We'll select Cloud and Enterprise Agents, and we'll select Views. And we'll see what test pops up. We have the blog test. There's nothing going on here. Everything is looking good. Let's take a look at the table. Let's take a look at what agents I have on this particular test. As you can see there, my enterprise agent sitting here at home is a part of this particular test. And I also have some cloud agents that are sitting there. You can mix these together. So if you want to see the outside perspective on the internet to your SaaS app and internally, what does it look like from these different locations out to your applications or different destinations, you can do that. You can mix these agents together. Now, if we take a look at path visualization for my particular agent, we see it there. We'll see. Let's click on the actual blog site to get some additional information. But just like the cloud agents, you can see the information there. You can see what network they are a part of, and you can see the latency all the way across to where they're trying to go. You can see there, it's still internal to my network. Let's expand this a little bit. And now you can see more provider information out there and what's happening. There we go, NTT America. So you see more information from inside the network perspective going out to a SaaS app. You would see this information as well internally if you're having tests that are going from site A to site B or site A to data center B. You'll see that information and what's happening out there on the network. Let's add my enterprise agent to a test just to show you how easy it is. We'll take a look at test settings here. And now we will select the Gmail test. So let's click this. Let's expand the settings. You can see here that I have 5 agents out of 946 selected. We'll drop this down. And I'm not adding a cloud agent this time. This time I want to take a look at the enterprise agents that I have available to me. As we can see here, I have the one that's running here at home. I'll select this and I'll save changes. And honestly, it's that easy to add the agents into your existing tests. So for this particular interval that I had there, 10 minutes, my agent's going to start running those tests along with the cloud agents that are sitting out there for that particular test. It's that easy. Just think of the possibilities. Again, last week we spoke about the outside in perspective, but now with enterprise agents, whether they're running in your clouds or whether they're running in your data centers at your sites, you have that internal perspective of what the user experience is as it goes out to your applications. It's extremely important. ThousandEyes can help you troubleshoot, can help you see what the experience is for your users. Take advantage of it and add it to your network.